Hello again everyone. In this video tutorial we will be finding the partial fraction for this given example. Next thing, we want to make sure that the degree in the numerator is indeed less than the degree in the denominator. Now the next thing, we want to set this rational expression up in a partial fraction. So that's going to be what? I can write a over x plus b over x minus 1, since x minus 1 is repeating, so I'm going to put down plus c over x minus 1 square. Now the next thing what I want you to do is I want you to get rid of this fraction. How are we going to get rid of this fraction is by just multiplying by this stuff. Whatever this thing at the bottom, we're going to multiply across the board. So I'm going to go ahead and put down x times x minus 1 square, x times x minus 1 square, x times x minus 1 squared, and x times x minus 1 square. So then what happens, this x cancels out with this x, and this x minus 1 square cancel out with this one. So what we got on the left hand side, x square plus 2x plus 7 equals to, on the right hand side, you see this x and x is gone. Over here, one of the x minus 1 cancels out, and this x minus 1 cancels with this one. So we are done with. So I can write a times x minus 1 square plus b times x minus 1, and finally plus c x. We want to call this equation, whatever we got, we're going to call it equation number 1. Now we want to find the value of a, b, and c. In order to find that thing, we will be using this simple trick. So here's the simple trick. So how did we figure out? First of all, look at these denominator. We have x and x minus 1, these two linear factors. I just put down separately x, set it equal to 0, the other x minus 1 equal to 0, then x turns out to be 1. So that means, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say at x equal to 0, what's going to happen? Just let's plug it in our equation 1. So what we're going to get? So this 0, 0, so we have simply 7 on the left hand side, and over here you can see a times 0 minus 1 square, and then this b times 0 is 0, this will become 0. So pretty much we got 7 equal to a times this is 1 squared, so a turns out to be positive 7. So now we're gonna plug it in at x equals to 1. What's going to happen then? If we plug it in 1, that's going to be 1 square plus 2 times 1 plus 7 equals to, let's see over here, 1 minus 1, this whole thing is going to become 0. So this 1 minus 1, this is going to become 0. So simply what we got is c times 1. So the left hand side is going to give you, when you add or simplify, 10 equal to c. So c value turns out to be 10. In this step, we need to find the value of b. So we're going to be using this method. It is called equate the coefficients, or simply compare the coefficient. So this is the way things going to go. Okay, let me show you. A times what is this thing? X minus 1 squared is always equal to x squared minus 2x plus 1. And here I want you to distribute. So plus b times this is going to become x squared minus x plus cx. Now I want you to just distribute these things. So this is going to pretty much become ax squared minus 2ax plus 1a plus bx squared minus bx plus cx. Now let's go ahead and see. We want to combine the like terms. I'm going to say x squared part and x squared. I can write this one as a plus b times x squared. And now I want you to look at x part, x term, x and x. I can write as plus minus 2a minus b plus c times x, and finally we have plus a as a constant term. And on the left hand side I can write 1x squared plus 2x plus 7. Now we're going to go ahead and compare the coefficients. So for x squared, if we compare those one, the coefficient for x squared is 1 on the left hand side equals to, on the right hand side, the coefficient is a plus b. For x is going to be 2 on the left hand side and minus 2a minus b plus c, and finally for the constant, 7 is on the left hand side and a is on the right hand side. So now we want to find b. Okay, look at this, the top equation, this one over here. I can write as 1 equals to, we know a is how much? 7. You just plug it in, 7 plus b, which gives you b equals to negative 6. We got our value. Thus we finally found out our a, b and c values, as you can see. So our partial fraction then gonna become, wherever you see a, replace it by 7, replace b by negative 6, and finally c by 10. So far so good. So then we are pretty much almost done. So this is going to become 7 over x plus negative 6 over x minus 1 plus 10 over x minus 1 squared. So finally our answer turns out to be this one. See, right now this positive and negative makes negative 6. So be careful with this thing. And this is our complete partial fraction. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos.